Massive layoffs, inflation, decreases in home and auto sales are just some signs that a recession is evident. It's concerning since most businesses just got out of the effects of the pandemic. This is the unfortunate uncertainty of business ownership, but we can't dwell on it. What we need to do now is to prepare for it. Hi, I'm John Vong, the owner of Local SEO Search. I know a lot of us suffered as business owners during the pandemic. I work with a lot of businesses and saw this firsthand. And a recession can be scary for a business owner coming off the heels of the pandemic. Being prepared will help keep your business profitable and successful during the recession. As a business owner, you have a lot of people depending on you, so getting ready for what is inevitable should be one of your goals starting now. So let's get into how you can prepare your business for a recession. Check your books. Now do this first because this will affect the other tips that I will mention. Accounting usually handles all your books, but have you checked it yourself? Check your cash flow. Do you have receivables? Expenses that need to be paid? Yes, they can give you a summary, but I suggest checking it out yourself or going through all your accounts with them. The recession takes a toll on a business finances, and you need to ensure that you will be able to go through your usual expenses or see if you need to make some changes. Get more sales or stop doing a project altogether. Maybe you're planning on renovating your store. You may need to hold off on or reschedule large projects. It's all about balance and prioritizing what you most need now. Set aside an emergency fund. Recession is scary. There are businesses that can still thrive during this time, but it will not be your usual year. A lot of things can happen, and having an emergency fund is really helpful when the time comes. You can plan everything, but there are things that are out of your hand. Having a budget for things like fixing equipment or sudden rent increase will be your silver lining. You just don't know what will happen in your near future, and you must be ready for the worst. Save for your emergency fund and only use it then. Cut out unnecessary spending. You don't need to refurnish your whole shop right now. Change the paint. Rearrange your furniture. Now is not the time for big purchases. It's time to be more wise with your spending. Some businesses are letting go of some employees for the same reason. I know it doesn't sound good, but as a business owner, it's necessary to evaluate if you need all the staff you have and if push comes to shove, which you can't live without. Look at your vendors and purchase and see where you can maybe negotiate lesser prices or cut out a cost altogether. This is where you need to trim the fat and consider what you need versus what you want. Talk to your staff. The rise in unemployment rates is quite high. There are tons of news about possible massive layoffs by larger companies. That worries everyone, including your employees. Establish open communication in your company to ease their worries. Once the recession happens, or even just the talk of it, is enough to keep your employees on edge. The stability of your business will be questioned. What if you lay off some of them to lessen expenses? Like what I've said earlier, that is part of our reality. And if I'm an employee, I'd worry about that as well. Talk to them and share the things that you are planning to avoid doing just that. Maybe implement some rules to become more productive at work, or you can even ask for suggestions on how you can gain more sales during this time. Your staff want your business to be profitable as well. Find ways to earn more money. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We get some of our best ideas last minute or when in a pinch. It's time to just do that. With the talk of recession, everyone's mind is already working on how they can survive it. As a business owner, an employee, or even as a normal person, the cost of products and services will increase, but there will be a decrease in income. There are different ways that a business can earn more money. Sales, discounts, creating new products and services that are timely are just some of the examples. Utilize what you have in your inventory and the skills that your employees have so you'll be able to introduce new things without spending that much. Improve brand loyalty. Loyal customers are hard to come by. Remember what happened during the pandemic. Some businesses closed and some pivoted to survive. What did they do? They changed up their game. Grocery stores made a delivery-only option. Restaurants and cafes made curbside pickup to lessen people in the store. This is a great example of building a stronger brand loyalty. Your customers will still need your products or services even if there is a pandemic or a recession. You just have to be more accommodating. Think about how to make your processes efficient while still thinking about your buyers. What do they need now more than ever? Maybe a customer loyalty program will get them to buy more, giving out discounts after a certain number of purchases, or offering some services for free. Free delivery for purchases over $100 or something similar. This will not only keep older clients, but you might get new ones as well. The recession is just another hurdle that we can overcome. Unfortunately, it may impact our businesses, but being prepared is the best defense. Let me know what you think of these tips and if you have any of your own. Let's help each other brave the recession. Thank you for watching. We post videos every Friday, so see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's grow together.